How did I learn English? This is a question I've been asked many times. People ask me how I improved my speaking, how I reached my level of fluency, and how long it took me to learn English. So today, I will share my story with you. It's my story. Hi, I'm an English teacher. I'm a non-native English teacher who speaks fluent English. I'm from China, and many students ask me, where did I learn English? How did I learn English? Well, to be honest, I learned English on my own. I have a lot of resources. I have a lot of materials to help me learn English. And here I want to share one thing with you, which is also the title of this lesson. Don't think, just do it. Let's start. I still remember the first time I heard someone speak English. It was on TV. I was 10 years old, sitting on the floor of our small living room. The movie was in English, and I didn't understand a single word. But I was fascinated. The way the actors spoke, the rhythm, the sound, it felt like music to me. I couldn't explain why, but I loved it. At that time, I only knew a few English words like hello, apple, and thank you. I had learned them from school or the labels on snacks. I couldn't say a full sentence, and I had never spoken to a foreigner. Still, deep down, something told me, one day I'll want to speak English. But life was not so simple. In school, English was taught like math. We learned grammar rules, we wrote down vocabulary lists, and we memorized definitions. But we never really used the language. We didn't speak it. We didn't hear it in real conversations. For me, English stayed on paper. It was like a subject for exams, not a living language. For many years, that's how it was. I liked English, but I didn't really learn it. I didn't know how. Then something changed. I had just finished university and was applying for jobs. I remember reading the job descriptions. English required, good communication in English, fluent in speaking and writing. I realized that I was in trouble. I had a degree, but I couldn't speak English confidently. I had forgotten many words. I couldn't understand fast English. I got nervous even with simple questions like, tell me about yourself. That was the moment I made a decision. I would learn English, for real. But I didn't know where to begin. I bought a notebook and wrote on the first page, my English journey. I wrote down my goal, speak English confidently. It felt like writing a promise to myself. Then I made a plan. I joined a small English class near my home. The teacher's name was Emma. She was friendly and patient. On the first day, she asked each of us to introduce ourselves. When it was my turn, I stood up and said, hello, my name is Tom. I am 23 years old. I want to learn English. My voice was shaking. I forgot some words, but Emma smiled and said, well done, Tom. And for the first time, I felt proud. I had just spoken in English in front of others. It was a small sentence, but it was a big step. After that, I studied every day. I set small goals for myself. Learn 10 new words a day. Watch one English video every night. Speak to someone in English at least once a week. I didn't always succeed, but I tried my best. In the beginning, it was hard. I made many mistakes. I said he instead of she. I confused kitchen with chicken. I didn't understand jokes or slang. Sometimes people laughed, sometimes they corrected me. But I didn't stop. I kept going. One day I met a tourist who was lost. He asked me for directions. My heart started beating fast. I almost said, sorry, I don't speak English. But then I thought, this is my chance. I said, yes, you go straight, then turn left. The station is near the big supermarket. He smiled and said, thank you so much. That moment stayed with me. I had helped someone using English. It wasn't perfect, but it worked, and I felt happy. From that day, I started looking for more chances to use English. I joined online language exchanges. I talked to people from other countries. At first, I was nervous. I didn't know what to say, but most people were kind. They didn't care about my mistakes. They just wanted to talk. And that's when I realized something important. English is not about being perfect. It's about connection. It's about sharing ideas, telling stories, asking questions, and listening. It's about understanding others and letting them understand you. That changed everything for me. I stopped worrying so much about grammar. I focused on communication. I started writing a journal in English. I recorded myself speaking and listened to the recordings. I read short books and watched movies with subtitles. I laughed, I struggled, and I improved. One day, my teacher asked me to give a short speech in class. The topic was, "Why do you want to learn English?" I stood in front of the class and said, "When I was a child, English was just a dream. I thought only smart people could learn it. But now I know that's not true. Anyone can learn English if they are patient and brave. I'm still learning. I still make mistakes, but I'm not afraid anymore. English is opening doors for me. It gives me more chances in life, and it helps me understand the world." When I finished, everyone clapped. That night, I went home and cried. Not because I was sad. I cried because I had come so far. I had changed. I was no longer the boy who was afraid to speak. Now I help others learn English too. I tell them, don't be afraid. Speak. Make mistakes. That's how you learn. And I mean it. Because I've been there. I know what it's like. If you're listening to this story, maybe you are just starting your journey. Maybe you feel nervous, or shy, or lost. That's okay. We all start somewhere. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. One word today, one sentence tomorrow, one small step at a time. And one day you'll look back and smile, just like I do now, because learning English is not just about language. It's about growth, courage, and discovering who you are. So keep going. I believe in you. The end. Thank you for listening to my story, and good luck on your journey. Do you have a story about learning English? If you do, write a comment and share it with others. See you next time. Bye.